हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू साइंस क्लासेस। फ्रेंड्स, आज मैं आपको द हिंदुस्तान टाइम्स का एडिटोरियल पैसेज ऑफ जून 9, 2023 फ्राइडे विद द स्पीड ऑफ 110 शेयर कर रहा हूं दोस्तों। लेट्स स्टार्ट। हॉकिश और प्राग्मेटिक, रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडियाज विलिंगनेस टू डू ऑल इट टेक्स to bring inflation below 4% is an important takeaway. That the Monetary Policy Committee would not change interest rates in its June meeting was widely known. Most economic analysts do not expect the Reserve Bank of India to cut rates until the end of the calendar year stop. So the decision to continue with a withdrawal of accommodation stance, one monetary policy committee member dissented with the decision is not surprising. But there is a larger takeaway from the monetary policy committee meeting other than these key decision stop. The most important message from the meeting is that Reserve Bank of India is willing to do all it will take to bring headline inflation below the 4% mark and not just keep it under the upper limit of the 2% and 6% target band. Stop. This is clearly aimed at boosting Reserve Bank of India's and by extension monetary policy credentials as primarily an inflation targeting agency. Stop. It is also an acknowledgement that there are factors which could result in a subpar monsoon, thereby reviving food inflation. Stop. The only other question which needs to be answered is whether Reserve Bank of India is showing some degree of complacency on the growth fronts. Question mark. One could make an argument on these lines. The headline growth forecast for 2023-24 has been kept unchanged at 6.5%, notwithstanding some changes in quarterly growth projections. Both the Monetary Policy Committee resolution and the Governor's statement do not flag any major headwinds for growth from within the domestic economy. Some private and institutional forecasters have projected lower growth rates than this number. Tepid growth in private consumption despite a higher than expected gross domestic product growth in the March quarter does not find a mention in either of these statements, even though there is a discussion about lagged effect of interest rate hikes on inflation, which will necessarily involve a squeeze on demand. To be sure, it is possible to make a counter argument as well. India's medium-term potential growth rate, according to the International Monetary Fund, is 6%. The economy is already growing above this number. Stop. While a higher growth rate is always desirable for India, it is eminently likely that Monetary Policy Committee believes that it should pivot towards growth only when the economy starts underperforming vis-a-vis the potential growth rate number. It is useful to end this discussion with a recap of the Indian economy before the pandemic when growth rates did not really revive, despite a 1.35 percentage point reduction in the policy rate between February 2019 and October 2019 stopped. This means the task of providing a short-term growth boost to the economy has moved to the fiscal policy arm. A cut in fuel prices could be a good idea. तो थैंक यू दोस्तों, थैंक यू वेरी मच। यदि आपको मेरा वीडियो पसंद आए दोस्तों, आप सब्सक्राइब करना, लाइक करना और मुझे अपने डाउट्स व्हाट्सएप नंबर पे शेयर कर सकते हो। थैंक यू दोस्तों।